The first weapon wasn't for hunting. Every history book will tell you it was. That we sharpened sticks to bring down mammoths. That we needed to eat. That we were desperate. But the oldest weapon ever found tells a completely different story. In 1994, in a coal mine in Germany, workers digging 400 feet below the surface hit something strange. Wood, perfectly preserved in the mud. They called the archaeologists, who pulled out 10 wooden spears, the Schöningen spears. And when they dated them, the number came back, 300,000 years old. Older than our species, made by someone else. But here's the thing nobody talks about. Those spears weren't crude. They weren't branches snapped in half.
They were engineered, planed, shaped from spruce, with the weight perfectly balanced in the front so they'd fly straight. They had the aerodynamics of a modern javelin. Someone 300,000 years ago spent hours carving a single piece of wood into a killing machine, and then they threw it at something. But at what? Because here's the part that flips the whole story. The animals they were supposedly hunting, horses mostly, weren't easily killed with a thrown spear. Horses are fast, they're skittish. You can't sneak up on a horse with a sharp stick and expect to get close enough. The anthropologists who studied the Schöningen spears ran the numbers.
A thrown spear from 30 feet has a 50% hit rate on a stationary target. On a moving horse, it's basically zero. So what were they actually doing with them? Think about this. A spear that can kill from 30 feet changes the math of human conflict. Before the spear, fighting meant getting close, wrestling, bludgeoning. You had to look your enemy in the eye. After the spear, you could kill someone who never even saw you coming. The first weapon wasn't a tool for survival. It was a tool for social dominance. It let one human end another human from a safe distance, and that changed our species at a level we still don't fully understand.
In 2019, researchers at the University of Tübingen published a paper on the Schöningen spears that most people missed. They argued that the technology wasn't just about hunting. It was about control, about territory, about the sudden ability to enforce your will on someone who couldn't fight back. The spear didn't make us better hunters, it made us better killers of each other. And once you have a weapon that can kill from a distance, you're not just surviving anymore. You're the most dangerous thing on the planet. But the real twist? The intelligence you're using to read this sentence? It might exist because of that spear. Evolutionary psychologists have argued that our big brains didn't evolve to outsmart animals. Animals are predictable. They run, they fight, they eat. They don't scheme, they don't form alliances, they don't betray. We evolved to outsmart each other. The human brain is a weapon. It evolved in a world where the greatest threat wasn't a lion or a bear. It was the other guy with the stick, the one who could kill you from 30 feet and take everything you had. So you had to get smarter. You had to plan. You had to form groups. You had to learn who to trust and who to watch. And that arms race of intelligence, that's what made us. So here's the uncomfortable question. If the oldest weapon wasn't for hunting, if it was for killing each other, then what does that say about everything we've built since? Our cities, our nations, our weapons that can kill from thousands of miles away, the drones, the missiles, the nuclear warheads. It's all just a sharper stick. We've been doing the same thing for 300,000 years. We just got better at the engineering. The Schöningen spears are still in a museum in Germany. They sit in glass cases, looking harmless. They're just wood. They're just sticks. But they changed everything. They gave us the ability to end each other's lives without risk.
And that power rewired our brains, our societies, and our entire evolutionary trajectory. The first weapon wasn't for hunting. It was for killing each other. And we've never stopped.